Good evening everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Live. My name's Kelley Farley. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland, and I come on every Sunday night and we make a card together. Sometimes it's a fancy fold, sometimes it's just a nice card, sometimes we use a sketch. So tonight we're using a sketch. I think this might be sketch number 5 that we've done, but this is one that I thought would be quite nice just to do something a little bit different. I've just realised my lights aren't on, so let me do that now, and then I will get this up on the computer so that I can see if anyone is following along. We will turn that off. Okay, so let me, we're going to use the Kintsugi, which is like the Japanese mending with the gold. So when you use that ESP, I've got a stack of cardstock that matches, and we're just going to make it. So I'll pop, I might actually, before I turn you around, I will put up the picture of the sketch that we're going to do, just so I can see. Oh, now it's not showing up. Let me show you. Here we go. So this one. So let me just flip you around, and we're going to do this sketch. So it doesn't have to, as I've said with other sketches before, we don't have to do exactly like it is, but I liked the blocks of on there with the mix of rectangles and circles. So we're going to do that one, and then using some designer series paper. So let me flip you down and we'll get started. Okay, good evening Alison. Hi Andrea. Thank you ladies for joining me. Did you get a notification this time, or did you just keep an eye on the time? I know sometimes we don't get a notification. So these are the papers. So I think this is the full pack, the full 6 designs. I haven't checked actually. So we've got petal pink, and then the blue with the gold, and then we've got it's Misty Moonlight as the blue, and then the gold with the leaf pattern. And we've got what do we say? Lost Lagoon, no, cloud colour, and then some, and these, if you get the stamp set and dies, the dies actually cut out these, I think they cut out the flowers as well, which I haven't got, I've only got the paper. And then that one is quite a cool one, make a really cool scrapbooking page. I don't know if you're into scrapbooking. And then that one. So what I thought is, I've got some pieces that are already cut. I've just noticed I've got a circle as well. Oh, you never do. Oh, you go by the clock. Okay. It's hard to know. Sometimes people get notifications and then sometimes you don't. And some people wait for the notifications, you know, because life's busy. I have to set myself an alarm so I don't forget. And I sometimes still forget. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. This floral one's really pretty. Oh, that wasn't on there. So that's a different one that we have. And then we've got the ones that we saw here. Florals. And then those designs. And then I've got a few strips. So what I might do is start with a card base. And I'm thinking that we might go... That's not going to work for what we want to do. That might work, but I think this one might be a better background one. So if we go maybe basic beige, so the cloud colour stands out. Let's have a look. So how's everyone's weekend been? I spent yesterday preparing my sunflowers class. I cut all the kits up, got all the bits ready to go. which is the 24th of August. Recorded the videos for the online class people, and so really stoked about that. It was 5 cards, and 2 of them I had to design from scratch. So, and then 2 of them I had to change up a bit because I didn't have the resources. So I'm going to cut this down. I think I like that. So I'm going to go 10. My card base is 10.5 by 14.35. There's us a little strip there. To go maybe on the inside. So I'm going to pop that on there like that. Actually, I wonder if that needs to be slightly smaller. Okay, we'll see how we go. Can we might trim it. And then what we're going to do is these ones here are approximately 1/4 of an inch. So let's have a look. I think that one would be the same. Yep. And that one. And what else have we got here? What's on the back? No, those are no good. Oh, I could still cut out that vase though. That one. We could have a bit of that. Let's do 1/4 inch of that. 1/4 or 1/2? Oh, it's actually 1/2 inch. So let's do 1/2 inch here. Oh, cool. That's nice, Andrea. It's always good to get natural light, eh? Sometimes it's a bit harder with the other light to get a good idea of what the colours and stuff are. So, alright, let me move this out of the way. So, I'm thinking I might use, where did I just put them? Going crazy. I just had the circles. Oh, there they are. I might use the floral circle, so I'm going to pop that there. I think they were cutouts from. If it is a dedicated craft desk, I'm sure that you would have found a lot of things. Mine needs to be cleaned up because it's also our computer table, so if I leave stuff out, it just gets kind of grumped about. So. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think I like that. Don't know if I want that one now. Should I cut it? Or that side? What do we think? Now our sketch had 3 by 3, so 9. But that doesn't mean that we have to do 3 by 9. Let's just go 4, 3 rows of 4. And if we get sorry, they're all my hands must be cold because they're all just kind of, if we go. So our card width is 10 centimeters. So let's go 3.5 centimeters. I'm going to pop that all together like that, hold it in place with my fingers and lock that in place, and then we're going to go 3.5 centimeters, and these are 1/2 inch wide, which is 1.3. So let me get these off, bring this over. So if we were going to leave it like this, we could go, it might be a bit long. It is still going to be 3 because, and it's not going to be 3 because that's too long. So let's trim those down to 2.5 centimetres. See if we'll get them all fitting in there, which is 1 inch. So 1 inch by by 1/2 inch is what we're looking at here. Okay, less with the 1 inch or 2.5 centimetres. You've got the line to put that up with. Alright, so, and you can put them in whichever angle you prefer. So okay, so 2.5 centimetres looks like it's going to fit. Now, are they offset? Slightly, but not huge, not a massive. Okay, so let me get those out of the way. Oh, look, we can use the line of the designer series paper to fit them in there. Okay, so 1 inch. So I might put that one there. Just making sure I'm actually in camera now. I've realised that I possibly wasn't. Oh, that's a different design. White there. That one's, that's why they're offset. We could use actually the other sides, couldn't we? And yeah, so a little bit more along. Quite like that. Obviously, if it's on the paper, a bit better. And then another one of one. Obviously, you can make these pieces whatever size you want. And however many you want. You could just stick with the 3. Or you could, let's put the dark blue and gold here. In the middle. Ooh, we could add a flower one in. No, because we're going to put the flower in, aren't we? And you could actually do 4 if you wanted to. You do as many as you want. Actually, we'll use white. Yeah, we'll use white. So that would be how I would do it. And actually, I wonder if I can't cut my mat down anymore. But I think what one is that? Oh, that one. So do we change? Nope. No, I think I'm overthinking it. Alright, so we're going to pop our bits in so they fit. That one can go over a bit more. And then I'm going to use this. I'm going to put it down the bottom or at the top. What do we think? Do we think that's a good plan, ladies? I'm saying ladies because I know there's 2 ladies watching. There's 4 watching, so please do say hi if you're there watching along. Alright, do you like my new glue holder? That is one of the new larger glue holders that my brother is making. Nice and sturdy. But anyway, sorry, I just off on a tangent. So what I'm going to do is off here too much because it'll then I'll have to realign everything because it'll be my luck that it moves. So we're just going to glue this in place on here. Normally I would glue my mat on first, and I haven't done that because I wasn't sure if I was going to cut it or not, because I thought it might be too wide, and I might need another colour behind it, and I possibly do need another colour behind it, but I also don't think trimming it down is going to make a good choice, because then I can't have these four after I've worked out my pattern and my organisation. So I'm leaving it as it is, and I might put some ribbon around it so that it kind of has something before I stick it down. Okay, what's everyone having for dinner? We haven't had dinner yet. Piper and Blake are making pasta bake, and they went to the supermarket and got wild animal pasta in little shapes, so that'll be interesting to see what that comes out like, and whether it withstands the cooking and then the baking, or whether it gets a little bit overdone. I'm sure it'll be fine. Everything always tastes better when someone else cooks it, that's for sure. And I'm a bit spoiled, I don't have to cook very much, because they do, or Matt does. Alright, so that's our, I'm just going to press that, probably not on my trimmer, on my desk. Oh, look at those pretty vases. Okay, so we're going to go there. This is going to be our card base. I'm going to pop that there. I feel like I'm going to pop one of these on. And I'm going to pop it on here. Like that. Like it's stuck. It is there. And then I'm going to get some ribbon, and a piece of the punch. Let's see, maybe a 2-inch punch. A piece of ribbon and a punch. Almost, I wanted to put a sentiment on the front, but I'm also almost leaning towards leaving the sentiment off the front, because it might just be too much. Roast pork with Bex, no, and bread and butter pudding. Oh, we had a roast pork last night, and unfortunately I can't eat crackling because my teeth don't cope with it. They are too soft. But I am a fan of good crackling. So apparently it was pretty good crackling. Okay, so I've got my bow here, and I'm just going to trim my ribbon, tails, tighten that a bit more. Oh, I love French toast, especially with a little bit of mascarpone and berries. Yum, yummy, yum. Do you make your French toast, or do you go out for French toast? Alright, I'm going to pop that on the side there. And I'm actually just going to glue this straight down. I was going to put the ribbon around it, but we're going to glue right down. And I'm not looking at the fact that we've got these pretty vases on the back. I'm going to move my trimmer out of the way. Hopefully I'm still in camera view. Just make sure that we get it down. When I was having my first scan after coming out of the hospital, I had to have a special diet, which was really gross. But well, it wasn't gross, it was just not what I wanted to eat, and very, very limited on what I could eat. And so afterwards, we went out for breakfast after it, and I had yummy, yummy French toast from Coffee Club. They do it with maple syrup and a berry compote and banana and mascarpone cream. Alright, so let's pop this on here. Now I don't want to cover up too much of it, and then I'm going to pop, I've run out of glue dots, so I have to wait for them to arrive. So I'm just going to roll up a piece of tear and tape. It's always nice when you have something that you make at home that's really nice, because then you don't feel like you have to go out to have it. I had pancakes the other day I just felt like pancakes for breakfast. Oh no, it ended up being lunch. So just fold over another piece like that, and then we're just going to pop that on the side, and that is the end. That is our card, all completed. Oh my gosh, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet. I've got the punch, but I don't need the punch. So this ribbon is coming out in the Christmas mini. It's part of the Peaceful Moments, Peaceful Days set. I think I've shown you that I used the Designer Series paper in a online Stampin' Up event, and it's all blues, and yeah, really, really pretty. And so that is a Midnight Muse and silver edged ribbon, but very, very pretty, very, very soft and very easy to use. Oh, I should have put some more into it. Is that overdoing it? Okay, so that's the end of our card for tonight. Let me see if I can find, so shall I just flip you up to remind you of the sketch that we used, which is that one. So if I hold that up, not too dissimilar. A few more bricks in the background, and we put the circle at the top rather than the bottom, but not too different to what now I'm feeling like. Where are we up to with our wheel? Did I put it up? I did put it up. Alison and Andrea. Maybe fine. Excuse me, yawning. Alright. Okie doke. Here we go, ladies. 50-50 chance from last week's. Did you enjoy making that card? Like a faux tile almost. It's quite effective, especially if you're using DSP, but you can definitely use cardstock. Alright, good luck, ladies. I need to find my piece of paper that's got, oh, there it is. And I think it might just be one big prize that I'll send through to you once I'm all sorted. Alright, here we go. Good luck. Andrea. Congrats, Andrea. That is 4 prizes. Just like the number of people who are watching tonight. Oops, I don't want to finish. I want to click that one. So, thank you very much again for joining me. Even if you were just quietly watching in the background, I appreciate you. So, have a go at making our card sketch today, from today. And I will post a picture from after this. Remember also that all of these classes are posted on YouTube, so if you do, because Facebook deletes them after 30 days, so if you'd like to go back and watch one or see what we've done over the last few weeks, feel free to pop over there and click the subscribe button. You'll get notified when I post a new one up there. I don't have enough subscribers at the moment to go live on Facebook for it to automatically save. I have to upload it and put all the information in, so it takes a little bit longer. So getting notified when I upload one of these classes is a good idea, so that you can go in and have a look at it without worrying about having to rush for the 30 days if you don't get a chance to do the challenge. Alright, I'm going to leave you there, go and have some dinner, then upload the class so that you can see it on YouTube. I'll take a photo and pop it on Facebook for you to post your cards underneath. Thank you very much again for joining me, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye for now.